Hello, everybody, and welcome to my new series of videos. I've been doing a lot of No Man's Sky and really been enjoying it, but I thought about doing a series where I just show you each planet that I find. You know, figure every system I land in, I'll land on every planet. Show you guys a little bit of what it looks like. Go into the different discoveries, show you how many fauna and creatures, all that stuff there is, and that'll be it. But I'm going to start over here. We're going to work our way right through this way. We're going to end over here. Figure these two here are like the more paradisey type planets. We'll get to those last. And then, yeah, go from there. End of every video, whatever I've discovered, I will upload it all. And yeah, that's all I got. So let's start here. I'm going to go to, what is it called here? Ryan 8, I believe it is. Yes, Ryan 8. So I'm going to go there first. Once we figure out which way it is here. These here, I believe, there it is, right there. So this is an irradiated planet. It's got ancient bones, gamma root, copper, uranium, and sodium. I'm going to try to land in the daylight time so we can really see everything. This one looks like it's got a lot of really strange looking things there. I'm not sure what you would call them. Slow it down a little. And right here. Now most of this stuff I've scanned a lot of it, but as you can see right here, it's saying I'm missing some flora and some minerals, so I'll have to find those here at some point. Most likely there's something underground. I always seem to have a lot of issues finding everything that's underground, but that's something I can look into after. Let's scan a few things here. Alright. We got some flying stuff up here. Yeah, nothing too fancy. Pretty nice looking planet. If you're into this type of stuff. We'll show some of the stuff in here. So this will be the flora we've discovered so far. Now I'm not going to rename anything. I'm just going to leave everything as it is, as it's discovered. And I do plan on putting some type of website up. For each planet I've discovered, I want to put a screenshot with the coordinates and everything on it. So if this is a planet you want to go to, you can. That's a really interesting creature. We got this here. That there. That logically doesn't make any sense to me, but that's alright. Just like to say though, every time I play this game and I look at the creatures and stuff like that, all I can remember is the game Spore. It's an older game, obviously, but it was a lot of fun back then. You made creatures, things like that. And then mineral-wise, I mean, never anything super fancy with minerals. There's some weird-looking rocks and stuff like that. here all look like they've got some type of egg or something in them. I'm not sure what it is, but it's kind of cool. Could also just be a really fancy looking rock. Most of these just take a second to load, it looks like. Not really any difference between these other than name. Comet fragment. Okay. Well, that's that. As I said, all the stuff it has right here. Rare fauna. It says it's got the economy of alchemical and promising. Sporadic conflict. And the dominant life form Viking. That's, I think, just the general star system type of thing. That's not this specific planet. But yeah, that was Ryan number 8. Let's go to Yashi next. Look at that view, though. It's a nice view. Let's put this in first person for a minute. That's actually really cool. All right. Let's move on to our next one. Now, obviously, this is a brand new game. I just did it in creative. I'm more just about exploring right now. That's what the whole series of this video is about. As you can see, I'm just using the starter ship. But later on, I plan to upgrade to a sentinel ship or I don't know, a Corvette ship, something. All right, is that what I'm going to over there? I have to go a little bit higher here. All right, let's see. For some reason, it never wants to scan these. Well, let's see. Might have to switch to a different starship here because for some reason it doesn't want to pick that up. I don't even know if that's the right planet we're going to. No. Is it? No, we need Yashu 75. Let's go back to the other view. If this is that planet, we need to find the moon. That might be it right there. Yashu said, yep. All right, so this is where we're going next. This is an acrid moon with ancient bones, fungal mold, copper, ammonia, and cobalt. Like I said, I usually like to start out on the day side. I'm just gonna move a little farther this way. And here we go. Well, this one's really cool. It's got a lot of weird looking mushroom things. Obviously, that's a hazardous flora. We don't want to mess with that. Well, it's a nice little view. And there are plenty of caves throughout this planet. I've gone to a few myself. Some flying stuff up there. Pretty cool looking stuff. But yeah. Let's see what we got here. So flora, we got whatever those are. Just really weird looking. I think these are awesome. I just think mushrooms in general are really cool. All right. What do we got here? So we got this thing. This here, which is really cool. A little tiny bug here. One of these here, which I think is awesome. And then we got that. And obviously minerals, which I said before isn't really anything special. And sometimes you get a really cool looking one, but for the most part they're pretty basic. Yeah, that's that one. Oh, you know what I didn't do before? I'll do it when I go back into space if it'll let me. Like I said, I'm going to have a website with all this information and stuff on it. But yeah. All right, let's head to our next one, which will be Depe, I believe is what we're going to call that. Put that ship. There it is. So it just started to rain. All right, let's get back into space. Let's see. We might hit this one before Depe, unless that's Depe there. It's doing the thing again where it won't let me see what it is. No, that's Depe. Oh. That's alright, we can go to Depe. And we'll go from Depe right to this ice one right here that we're going to go by. Oh, okay. I was confused for a moment here why it was stopping me. And what we got up here? That's the ice one. Okay. It's very blue, I will say that. Oh, 1 second. Realized I messed up in my little video here. Let's just turn around. This is a charred planet with ancient bones, selenium, or selenium, I'm not sure how that's pronounced, copper, phosphorus, and salt. Alright, now let's make our way down. these glowing, I'm going to call them lava rocks. I'm not really sure what they're actually called, but they're really cool. Yeah, we'll land right about here, I think. They'll let me. There we go. Yeah, we got some interesting looking plants here. Kind of looks like a pine cone just grew leaves or something. Yeah, nothing too fancy here, but if this is your kind of thing. Alright, let's see what we got here. So, flora. It does seem like a lot of them are pretty similar planet to planet. Sometimes with variations in color, but then you get some really unique ones sometimes. Like, to me, that's really cool. Some vines. Alright, minerals. We're just going to hit E over here from now on, make it a little easier. Maybe it'll be lucky and show the animals last, so we can save the better looking things for that. Or I guess weirder, depending on what they are. That kind of looks like blood going down a rock, which is a little creepy, but alright. That's kind of cool. Alright, let's see what we got here. These little weird looking tentacle things that come out of the ground. It actually took me a hot minute to find, I'll tell you that. This thing here. These weird looking crab things. And it's not going to show it here, it looks like. Their fur, I want to say, it was more like a furry green, not whatever's going on here. Same with this one. I got this here. These creepy looking naked mole rat looking things here. And this here, which is actually kind of cool looking. I actually like the looks of that. But yeah, that is Depe. So now we're going to go to Lakari Sigma. This is the name of the next one. Oh, and as you see, as it gets to nighttime, these plants tend to glow a little bit, which is really cool. Especially these bigger ones here. Alright. On to the next one. Alright, let's see here. So our next one, Lakari Sigma, is a Hyperborean planet. I think I'm saying that right. I could be wrong. It's got frost crystals, copper, dioxide, and magnetized ferrite. Here we go right in. I actually like the the icy, snowy type worlds quite a bit. I just think they look really pretty. Not sure I would build on them, but I do like the way they look. Right here. So whatever that is walking around. Hello, little buddy. As you see, just a really cold world. There's some really big hills, almost mountainous type stuff, which is really cool. Yeah, really cold too by the looks of it. Negative 61.2. All right, let's start with the flora I found, which wasn't much. Could be more underground. I didn't really do a lot of underground stuff. Nice looking pine trees looking things there. And minerals, as usual, just rocks. Don't know what's going on with that one. Little ice pillar. And then for here, we've got that thing. Kind of interesting looking. It's a really cool looking bird right there. I got this here. That looks like something out of Alien or Chronicles of Riddick. Either one could work. That one's just weird looking. And obviously there was an extinct one, I guess, but we'll never know what that is. But yeah, that's everything on this planet. So our next one will be the Paradise Planet. This one is a bountiful planet known as, I'm assuming, Iga. It could be Liga. I'm not sure if that's an L or an I. 52/D7. That's where we're going to go next. More of this view here. It is a really pretty view. All right, onwards. All right. Sure. This way for a minute so I can clear this planet so I can look and see where I have to fly to. Alright. That's the charred planet. I think that is one of the planets I need to go to. I could be wrong. Unfortunately, I don't like the fact that you can't mark a planet once you've discovered it. Alright, hold on. There we go. I think it's over there. Is that the one I want? The blue? Yeah, okay. We're gonna go this way. This one's a ways out, as you can see. So it is considered a paradise planet. Like I said in here, it's also a bountiful planet. It's got star bulb, copper, paraffinium, sodium. yet to find a planet I really like to call like a home world yet on my main save. This is, like I said, a creative save just for exploring and stuff like that. But hopefully doing this series I'll come across one I really like. It's got water on this one by the looks of it. Or caves. Caves. I'm sure there was water on this planet, but it's got one of those, like it looks like water in the distance and then you get close and it's not. Oh, wait. There's some water down there underneath. So we're going to land right over here. I'm not a fan of this grass type, personally. It's still really cool. We have these floating plants. Creatures right over there. Yeah, overall, really nice looking world. Oh, I just saw a mineral I missed. I'll grab that real quick. There we go. Alright, so flora. There's some weird looking plant there. What that's supposed to be. Minerals, not very much by the looks of it so far. That's kind of cool. A variation of the one with starfish on it from another planet. And let's see what we got for creatures. We got this guy here. Another one of those. The thing we just saw a second ago, I think, walking by. I don't know why it's not loading here. I'll try backing out here and see if it helps. For some reason, it's not loading them right. Huh. Well, I apologize for that. I'm not sure why it's not rendering it. That was a little strange looking. It's like they got rid of the body and just kept like where the heart and important stuff is and threw some legs on there. But anyways, that's the end of that. I think this one's still one of the cooler looking ones though. Oh, still won't load right. Unless that is how it's supposed to be, I'm not sure. Alright. We got one more to go here. And that would be Elf or Dog Beta. Elf or Dog. Huh. Interesting name. Alright. I'll see, and this looks a lot nicer now, especially with the sunset going on. Yeah, let's go to our last planet. Alright. It's not that one. Might be on the other side of this. Let's see. Hmm. Not sure why I'm not seeing it. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'll be around here somewhere. I'll refresh that for a minute as well. Alright, let's try again, see if we can see it. Let's move. Frost, Depe, Frost, Depe. It's gotta be the other way. I just don't know why I'm not seeing it. Let's just go all the way past this planet and see if it's visible from there. I'm definitely having a hard time finding this planet now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I get it's out a ways, but that seems like a bit much. Oh, there's a way to mark the planet. Okay. It's over that way. I don't know why it's shown over there, though. So on here, it looks a lot closer to that planet than it does that one. All right. Now I know how to mark the planets. That'll be a little bit easier for next time. Boy, some weird space sounds. I'll give it that. All right. Once we get a little closer, all right. So this one is also considered a paradise planet with star bulb, copper, paraffinium, and magnetite ferrite. No object of interest. Okay. What do you want, sir? There you go, buddy. Have a good day. Like we were saying before, paradise, star bulb, copper, paraffinium, magnetite ferrite, and this one is listed as a tropical planet. I believe the red is like the landmass, if I remember right. So we're going to try to land on that. I believe this one has water too, if I remember right. And some big old mountains as well. Yeah, like I said, there's some water down here. Pretty looking water too. Got a greenish tint to it. Go over here. All right. Land about right here. Sounds good. Let's see. Now this one here, I don't know if I can show you here because it was in a different spot I was at. But the grass is a reddish color. But there was another instance, and that's why I think this one might be something like a chameleon planet, but I could be wrong. But the grass was red, and then I went over a hill and the grass was green. Hence the, grass is always green on the other side was actually legitimately true this time. Some nice looking trees. Yeah, this wouldn't be a bad place to set up like a nice little base. Oh, I missed that too. Alright. Double check real quick. Sure there's nothing I missed. Alright. Let's go over this hill here. See, like the grass I'm on now has like it's like got the brownish and reddish color, and it goes green down there. As I walk towards it, it's staying green, but the rest is red farther out, and it's red here. So it's actually really cool. All right, let's see what we got here. So flora, same old stuff, different color. Got these here, trees, Snicky Bay, Arbia. Those look like little pods. It's a little odd. Another tree, and then a bush. Minerals, or the usual. I said I still don't think it's loading in right, but I'm not sure. It could be. And then we got our creatures here. Like a dung beetle crab. Yeah, I don't know why it's not loading. Nothing too fancy here. But yeah, that's the end of this planet here. Alpha Dog Beta was our last planet today. Some beautiful views right there. Little worm things floating up here is a little odd, but everything has to have a place in this world. But yeah. You know what? We'll just go over this way a little bit. Go to the view for a second. But yeah, that's the end of this solar system, which was the Adirb. Adirb? Yeah, we're going to call it the Adirb system. It's in the Euclid galaxy here. 5 planets, 1 moon. And yeah, that's the end of this one. But hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.